Hi everyone, I hope you're enjoying the summer. And for me, summer is always a really lovely time because it is a chance just to slow down a bit, to take the foot off the pedal and to reconnect with yourself and to just take a moment to remember who you are, to remember what's important to you when you get off the treadmill for a little while. And that just got me thinking how little we actually do that, how little time we take to remember our dreams and our vision for our life, how little time we take to remember what's important to us. So that started me on a lovely little practice this summer, and I thought you might enjoy it as well. And it's simply taking 1 minute every day to just recall those dreams and visions. And I suppose it's really an important thing for me because these are sacred dreams and visions. We came here with a purpose. We are a unique presence of the divine in this earth. There's a unique reason why we're here, and we will only ever be truly happy whenever we do that, whatever that is. And it will be something maybe small and simple in a way. It'll be a presence and an essence that we are, and that's really the heart of what we're trying to do. But in all the busyness of life, we forget that. So how often do we honor other things with a minute's silence? So let's just take a minute now for ourselves to recall those dreams and visions, to just feel into your heart, remember who you are in your heart, let those dreams and visions float up from your heart, and just take a minute now to close your eyes and to join me in that minute's silence to just honour those dreams and visions. Just closing your eyes and you're ready. And just taking that minute now. And just gently opening your eyes again. And I hope if you took part in that you felt the peace and the simplicity of that. And I think that's how you always know you're on the right track. That peace, that simplicity, that ease of things. Because when you're coming from your soul, when you're fulfilling that dreams and vision that come from that depth, that essence, that deep eternal essence within you, then everything is ease and flow. I wanted to talk today as well about that, getting in that divine flow, because often we feel we're not in that flow. So that we practice every day of taking 1 moment just to recall your dreams and visions can be a really strong foundation for this. But even though you're taking the time to do that, there may be times when you feel the world is against you, nothing's working. No matter how hard you're trying, it's not working. Of course, there's that word trying again. If you're trying, you're coming from the mind and you're not coming from the soul and letting things flow, letting things float up inside you and flow. But if you feel like the world's against you, you feel like you've been asking for help and you're not getting it, there's two reasons really for that. The first is impatience. Often we ask for something and we expect it to come today, we expect it to come the next hour, to be honest. And we don't allow time for everything to turn around. We may have been going down a path that wasn't suited to us for a very long time, and now we're trying to turn that truck around, come back to ourselves. That takes time for all the physical to manifest in the direction we want it to. So it's having a little patience, realising there's a truckload of stuff we have to turn around, and giving time for that to happen, but always holding those dreams and visions in our heart. The second reason is the intention behind what we're trying to do. And I think if you feel that nothing is working, the important thing to do is to stop and be honest with yourself and go, is this coming from my soul, or is this coming from my mind? Am I doing this because in the depths of my soul this is who I am? In the depths of my soul I know this is going to make me happy? Or am I doing this because I want such and such to see I'm doing it, because I want to prove to this other person that I can do it, because I want the world to see me do X, Y and Z? Basically anything that you want in somebody else to see is not coming from you, because you're doing it for that other person and you're not doing it for you. So be honest with yourself about that intention behind it, about where inside you that intention's coming from. And again, this is not a point of being holy or anything like that. This is coming from the place that I know you will only be happy when you are living from your soul. So if you want happiness, peace and joy and flow, then listen to your soul and be led by it. And at times we can feel like we've asked God and our angels and our guides and everybody else for help, and we can scream that we're not getting that help. Again, be conscious of what it is you're asking for help with, because if you're asking for help for something that is not for your highest good, then they will all be trying to get you to listen and kind of go, you're going this way, you're meant to be going this other way. To stop, pause, change direction. So I know we are always helped by God, by our guides, by our angels, by our teachers, always without fail. But there's a built-in safety net there where they're helping us with our soul's desires and our soul's vision and what would bring us joy. And they're not helping us with what will lead us into self-destruction and more pain and more trauma. So if something isn't flowing, stand back, look at where you're coming from, look at the intention behind it. Take a moment to look at that honestly. And you'll always know when you're following that dream and vision, because things will flow. They flow so gently and so easily. So that divine flow is a sign that you're on the right path, but it's not a matter of beating yourself up when you're not doing that. It's just kind of stopping and going, be honest, is this for my highest best? And I suppose there are times when we can feel very far away from our dreams and our visions. And to me, those are the times when it's most important to actually call them to mind, to call them into your heart, is maybe a better description. To just close your eyes and let them float into your heart. And to me, those times when you feel very far and distant from them, this can be such a beautiful practice, just for 1 little minute every day to call them to mind. There are other times when we are just in a healing crisis, when all we can do is get up and get through the day. But again, that is a time when it's so important to bring those dreams and visions into our hearts and into our minds, because those times of crisis are a moment where we need to stop, reconsider, look at our lives, and probably acknowledge that we're going in the wrong direction and that we can redirect. So again, this is a beautiful, gentle, simple practice that you can do in those times. So I hope you find this to be that lovely practice, and actually I love to hear back from people about this one if you do find it as powerful and as peaceful as I am finding it. So thanks for listening, take care, and I'll be back soon with another message.